Yes, paper number 22. Now in this paper number 22, question numbers 91 to 95. Now in this question numbers 91 to 95, it is based on 8 persons blood relations. 8 persons A, B, C, D, E, F, G and H are there in a family, and each one of them seated around a circular table, and all the persons are seated around a circular table, and all of them are seated around a circular table. 3 of them are not facing the center. 3 of them are not facing the center means among these 5 persons, 3 persons are away from the center, 5 are towards the center. Then 5 are towards the center, and each one of them belongs to, and everyone like to visit different countries, and there are 8 different countries were given. In total there are some 3 generations. How many generations are there? There are some 3 generations. A is the grandfather of the person who likes America. Now A is the grandfather of whom? Grandfather of the person who likes America, hence A must be in the first generation, and grandfather of the person who likes America, the person who likes America must be in the 3rd generation. And B is the son-in-law of the person who likes Canada. B is the son-in-law of the person who likes Canada. Now Canada is here. Then son-in-law means daughter's husband. B is the son-in-law of the person who likes Canada. This is the second information. And he is seated opposite the father of C. Now that person is seated opposite the father of C, that means he is having a father as well. Now first we are writing down different relations, and C is the father of B. Next one, and H is the sister-in-law of the person who likes England. There is a sister-in-law. Yes, what do you mean by this sister-in-law? Sister-in-law means spouse's sister, isn't it? And brother's wife. And H is the sister-in-law. Sister-in-law of whom? H is the sister-in-law of the person who likes England. Now England is there. Now England's H is the sister-in-law. That means the person who likes England's spouse's sister can be this one. H is the sister-in-law of this one. H is the sister-in-law of the person who likes England, isn't it? H is the sister-in-law of the person who likes England. Now England and this person can be siblings to each other, and H is the sister-in-law. H is the sister-in-law of the person who likes England. Now here in the case of brother-in-law and sister-in-law, we are taking the first possibility. What is the first possibility here? Spouse's brother or sister, spouse's sibling. Now if these 2 are invalid, then we can go for the next one, because there are 2 relations here, brother-in-law and sister-in-law. If you take that one 2 possibilities, then you will have some 4 possibilities, isn't it? Hence we are focusing on only that one. And H is the sister-in-law of the person who likes England, and C is seated second to the right of C. C is seated second to the right of C. D likes Brazil, and C is the only daughter of the person who likes to visit Australia. Now D likes Brazil, and this person is the only daughter of the person who likes Australia. Then Australia, and below this one D, Brazil, and this person is the only daughter of the person who likes to visit Australia. And E is the wife of the person who likes Denmark. E is the wife of the person who likes Denmark. E is the wife of the person who likes Denmark. E is the wife of the person who likes Denmark, and Denmark is here. As of now, this is one pair. Now this is the second pair we got, isn't it? And E is the wife of the person who likes Denmark. G is the grandson of the person who likes Canada. G is the grandson of the person who likes Canada. That means G must be at this place. G is the grandson of the person who likes Canada. That means who are the persons that comes under this one 3rd category? The person who likes America and G. Now here first generation A and the person who likes Canada, isn't it? Hence these 2 persons can be spouses to each other, A and the one who likes Canada, or A himself is from Canada, isn't it? There are 2 possibilities. And G is the grandson of the person who likes Canada. B is the brother-in-law of C. Now this B is the brother-in-law of C. Now B is here. This B is the brother-in-law of C means C can be here or not? B is the brother-in-law of C. That means C's sibling is there, and C's sibling's husband is B. As C's sibling husband is B, and C is having a father as well, isn't it? Because C's father is there. And next one, B is the brother-in-law of C, and he is facing away from the center. And who is facing away from the center here? B is the father-in-law of C, and he is facing away from the center. And he is facing away from the center means who is facing away from the center? B is facing away from the center. It is not C. Done with this? B is the brother-in-law of C. Here the word and is used. And means the first person, that is B. B is the brother-in-law of C, and this B is facing away from the center. A is the father-in-law of the person who likes China. A is the father-in-law of the person who likes China. That means, no, A is the father-in-law of the person who likes China. China must be in the second category, isn't it? And second generation. And he is sitting between the persons of his daughter and daughter-in-law and son. Now, sir, A is the father-in-law. A is the father-in-law of the person, and this A is having son and daughter-in-law. That means son's wife. Now, this A is seated in between these two persons, son and son's wife. Then F is the daughter of the one who likes to visit Canada. F is the daughter-in-law, daughter of the one who likes Canada. Now, sir, Canada is here. Now, F must be at this place or not? That means B and F are married couple. Then C is the sibling of this F. As C is the sibling of F, then F is the daughter of the one who likes to visit Canada. Person who likes Canada is the mother-in-law of H. Person, that means C's spouse must be H. Follow avutunna leda? C's spouse, because this person Canada, F is the daughter of the one who likes Canada, and a person who likes Canada. Now we are talking about the person who likes Canada, means again about this person. Now the person who likes Canada is the mother-in-law of the person, is the mother-in-law of H. As of now, this Canada is the mother-in-law of B. This Canada is the mother-in-law of H as well. Then who are the children of this Canada? C and F, and this H and C must be a married couple. Follow here, H and C. H and C is one married couple. F and B is the other married couple. Two married couples were gone, and there is one grandson, isn't it? 5 persons were done. And in the first place, one couple is there. Who are those? A is one, and the Canada person is there, isn't it? Then D is, and person who like Canada is mother-in-law of H. D is an immediate left of her mother's brother. D is an immediate left of her mother's brother, means D's mother's brother is there. That means D is having uncle, isn't it? As D is having uncle, this D must be in the last category, and this D can be America or someone else. And D likes Brazil is clearly given. As D likes Brazil is given, in the third generation we will have some 2 persons. Who are those 2 persons? One, D, the one who likes Brazil, and America. Hence, in the third generation we are having 2 persons, and in the second generation we are having 4 persons, and in the first generation we should have 2 persons, isn't it? And the final family tree must be like this. Then what is the family tree here? Then the first 2 persons. So are those 2 persons here? A and E. A is here, and this A got married to this E, and A is male or female? A is a male, and this person A male. Denmark. Then what about this E? E is Canada. As this E is Canada, the person who likes Canada is having 2 children. Who are those 2? F is one and C is the other. These 2 persons are siblings. Out of which C is a male, F is a female. That means this C got married, and this C got married to whom? H, and H is a female. And this F got married to whom? F got married to B, and B is a male. And again we are having some 2 different persons. So are those 2 different persons here? G and D. As G and D are there, whether G and D are siblings to each other, that information is not known, isn't it? Whether G and D can be here, or if one of these persons is here, the other person will be at this place. Now let us go through the information once again. A is the grandfather of the person who likes America. A is the grandfather of the person who likes America. D is what? D is a female, and this person likes Brazil, isn't it? Hence G is what? G is a male, and this person is America. And now, sir, A is the grandfather of the person who likes America. B is the son-in-law of the person who likes Canada. Now, B is the son-in-law of the person who likes Canada. Now, let us check out the conditions once again in the given family tree. And he is seated opposite to the father. See, as of now, we are not concerned about this arrangement. Then H is the sister-in-law of the one who likes England. H is the sister-in-law of the one who likes England means, then tell me what about this one? H is a sister-in-law. Then who is from England? F is from England. Fine. F likes England because H is the sister-in-law. F's brother's wife is H, and England, and she is seated second to the right of C. D likes Brazil, and she is the only daughter of the person who likes to visit Australia. Now this D likes Brazil and this person is the only daughter. Hence this B is from Australia. Done with this? B is from Australia. And E is the wife of the person who likes Denmark. E and A. E is the wife of the person who likes Denmark. And G is the grandson of the person who likes Canada. And G is the grandson of E and Canada. B is the brother-in-law of C. Now, sir, B is the brother-in-law of C or not? B's, isn't it? C's sister is F, sister's husband. Sister's husband, B is the brother-in-law of C. And he is facing away from the center. Who is facing away from the center here? B is facing away from the center. And A is the father-in-law of the person who likes China. A is the father-in-law of the person who likes China. Then tell me who likes China? Either B or H, out of which B likes Australia and this H likes China, isn't it? And China, and he is seated between the persons of his daughter and son-in-law. F is the daughter of the one who likes to visit Canada. F is the daughter of the one who likes Canada. Persons who like Canada is the mother-in-law of H, mother-in-law of H. D is the immediate left of her mother's brother. D is the immediate left of her mother's brother means C. D is to the immediate left of C. Then next one. D is the immediate left of her mother's brother. Person who likes to visit Canada is opposite to the person who is an immediate neighbor of D. Person who likes Sri Lanka is seated third to the left of G. And person who likes Sri Lanka is third to the left of G. Then whatever this Sri Lanka here, who is from Sri Lanka? This C is from Sri Lanka. Now this is the only city, state, country left over. And the niece in the family. Niece in the family means D. Niece in the family and the daughter-in-law in this family are facing away from the center. Hence, how many persons are away from the center here? 3 persons are away. Who are those 3 persons? Tell me here. Now, one is the niece in the family, daughter-in-law in the family. Who is the niece here? Niece is D. Daughter-in-law is H. D is away from the center. H is away from the center. And again, earlier we have one information. D is. Now, A is the father-in-law of the person who likes China. F is the daughter with the visit. Person who likes Canada is the mother-in-law. D is to the immediate left of. Inko information. G is the grandson. Now C. Now B. Now this B is the brother-in-law of C and he is facing away from the center. Now tell me how many persons are away from the center here? B is away from the center and another one is D because that is this and H. These 3 persons are away from the center and the remaining persons are towards the center. Done with this? Now this is about this family tree. Now we need to arrange these persons around a circular table. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 were there. Now among these 8, now from where we can start with this one? Now B is the brother-in-law of C and he is facing away from the center clearly given, isn't it? As B is the brother-in-law of C and he is facing away from the center. And A is the father-in-law of the person who likes China and he is seated between the persons and so on. Now, sir, whatever this A is the father-in-law. As this A is the father-in-law, this A is facing inward or outward? Inward. Now, can we fix this A at this place or not? Now, I am fixing A at this place. A is the father-in-law of the person. A is the father-in-law of the person who likes China and he is sitting between the persons, between his daughter-in-law and son. Now, this A is in between daughter-in-law and son. Yes, who is the son here? C. And daughter-in-law is H. Now, this A is in between C and H in any order. As C and H in any order, now this C and H are, C is facing towards the center and H is facing away from the center, isn't it? Because H is away from the center. Done with this? Then F is the daughter of the one. A is the grandfather of the person who likes America. B is the son-in-law of the person who likes Canada and he is seated opposite to the father of C. Now, sir. Now, this B is the son-in-law. B is away from the center and this person is opposite to the father of C. Who is the father of C? A. Now, who is opposite to A? B. And this B is facing away from the center. B is away from the center. Done with this? B is away from the center. Next one, H is the sister-in-law of the person who likes England. H is the sister-in-law of the person who likes England and C is. H is seated second to the right of C. H is seated second to the right of C, that is clearly given, isn't it? H is seated second to the right of C. Earlier we had discussed about the C and H can be in these 2 places. Out of which now this is the final arrangement. Why? Because this C is facing the center, H is seated second to the right, H will be at this place. Then D likes Brazil and she is the only daughter of the person who likes to visit Australia. E is the wife of the person who likes Denmark. G is the grandson of the person who likes Canada. B is the brother-in-law of C, and he is facing away from the center. Who is facing away from the center here? B. And A is the father-in-law of the person who likes China, and he is seated between his daughter-in-law and son. Daughter-in-law and son. Then F is the daughter of the one who likes to visit Canada. Person who likes Canada is the mother-in-law of H. D is an immediate left of her mother's brother. D is an immediate left of her mother's brother, means D is to the immediate left of whom? Immediate left of. Hence D is here. If D is here, this D is facing away from the center. Now all the persons are away from the center, the remaining persons are facing towards the center. Done with this? Now this D is finalized. Then, and person who likes to visit Canada is opposite to the person who is to the immediate neighbor of D. Now, person who likes to visit Canada. Who is that person here? E. Now this E is opposite to the person who is to the immediate neighbor of D. Immediate neighbor of D is opposite. Immediate neighbor of D is opposite. Now immediate neighbor of D is here, and this person E can be here, or immediate neighbor of this person is this person. This person can be opposite to E. Can we have E at this place? No. E and H cannot be in these two places. Hence E must be at this place only. Done with this? Now we have finalized this E as well. Immediate neighbors. D is an immediate left of her mother's brother. D is an immediate left of her mother's brother. Person who likes to visit Canada is opposite to the person immediate neighbor of D. Person who likes Sri Lanka is seated south to the left of G. Sri Lanka is south to the left of G. Then who is Sri Lanka here? C. Then C is south to the left of G, hence G must be here. If G is here, then who is the person left over here? F is the person left over. Now here we got this arrangement by separating these two, isn't it? First we have finalized the family tree, then we have checked out this arrangement, because most of the information is given regarding this family tree only relation. Now again at the same time, if you observe here, 2, 2, 3 unnecessary information is also given. What are those one? He is talking about the brother-in-law and again the sister-in-law, isn't it? That means he need to discuss about the C and F are the siblings to each other. In order to convey that information, as he is talking about this brother-in-law, sister-in-law, and so on. Done? Now this is the final arrangement. Write down this final arrangement, and after going to your home, work out on your own without seeing the solution. Done? Question numbers 91 to 95. Then 96 to 100, how many of you had done this one? 96 to 100? Questions are the one. Last. 96 to 100. ఇది ఇంకా దౌర్భాగ్యం అండి. ఇది క్వశ్చన్ రాకపోయినా పర్వాలేదు, క్వశ్చన్ వచ్చి మొత్తం ఫైనల్గా క్వశ్చన్స్ ఆన్సర్ లేకపోతే అది లాస్ట్ చెప్తాం. నా క్వశ్చన్ నెంబర్స్ 96 to 100. Now 96 to 100, these type of questions we have discussed in our classroom, isn't it? Classroom, the last set is 61 to 65 in that classroom, isn't it? Now the same, because that was given way back in 2016 IBPS PO main examination. IBPS PO main examination. Now it is a combination of input output along with our coding and decoding, condition based. Done? Has completed writing this one 91 to 95, then question numbers 96 onwards. Now question numbers 96 to 100. Now in this 96 to 100, 96 to 100, what is information here? Now in the classroom we have discussed about this one, and at that time we have discussed about that point. Yes, what is that one we have discussed in the classroom? While solving these type of questions, rather than first finalizing, going through this entire, isn't it, given input and again finalizing our answer, we should work out these two simultaneously, isn't it? Because for each and everything, n number of conditions will be given. Hence, we need to work out this one simultaneously. Yes, tell me what is input here? What is input? input in the given question. Yes, what is the input in the given question? Now, now I am talking about this input. What is input here? The final input is this one, M3, UA6, RY9, isn't it? Now I am talking about this one, M3, UA6, RY9, PB8, TE5, and QO2, NI4, LV7. Now this is the input which you are supposed to solve, isn't it? Now let us start with this one and again compare each and every step with the given input. Then tell me what is input here, M3, UA6, M3, UA6, RY9, next one PB8, and next TE5, and O2, after this O2, NI4 and LV7, Then among this, now this is the input. Now here in the given example, from input to this one, what is the logic here? Now we need to compare now this. Now these two must be interchanged. Whether the letters should be interchanged or the numbers or the entire elements should be interchanged, that is not known. But as if you observe here, in this one, U and 5 are coming to this place, M and 3. That means only the letters got interchanged, but as the numbers as it is, isn't it? Hence that one we are getting from this U5, Mi3. As U5, Mi3, hence in step 1. Now I am writing step 1 in this one. Now tell me what is step 1 here? Now the elements Ry and 3 is the number. Next one, M is coming to this place, M9, letters are interchanged and the numbers as it is. Next one, the shifting between these two. That means TE6, and the next one is TE6 and UA5, TE6, UA5, and the next, these two should be interchanged. And what are these two? PB8 and NI4, NI8 and PB4, NI8, PB4, PB and 4, and again these two elements are interchanged, LV2, and the next one is O7, and this is step 1. Clear now? Then from step 1 to step 2, tell me what is the logic here from step 1 to step 2. Now from step 1 to step 2, again it is based on conditions. What are the conditions given in this one? Tell me here. Now the given conditions are, then first condition. Now step 2, if the cell contains one consonant and one vowel. If the cell contains one consonant and one vowel with a number which is greater than 3, add 3 to the number, isn't it? Now here, the first condition is that if the cell contains one consonant and one vowel with a number which is greater than 3, then 3, add 3 to that number in the same cell, isn't it? As one vowel, one consonant, number greater than 3, then we should add 3 to that number. Add 3 to that number in the same cell. Then coming to this one, now tell me what is the logic here. Now one vowel and one consonant. One vowel and one consonant means, tell me which comes under this one. Ry3, both these two are consonant, and TE6. And TE6, now this TE6 and the number is greater than 3, hence 3 should be added or 3 should be subtracted? 3 should be added. Hence this will be TE9. Clear now? And this will be TE9. And at the same time, NI8. This is one vowel and one consonant, number greater than 3, and so how much should be added here? 3 should be added. NI11. And this is NI11. This one also we have done. Hence, now so the first one, the first rule will be applicable to only 2 of the elements here, because one vowel and one consonant. Then coming to the second one. What is the second one here? And if the cell contains both the consonants, then add 2 to that number in the same cell. Both the consonants and add 2 to that number. Both the consonant 2 to that number. Both the consonant Ry3, isn't it? Hence Ry how much? 5, because 2 should be added, Ry5. And the next one, LV2. Now in this LV, and 2 should be added to this number, LV4, LV4, then PB4, and this is P, and this is B, and 4 plus 2 is 6, PB6. Next one, that's it. Hence, 3 elements were there and 3 constants, and the second rule is applicable to 3 elements, isn't it? RY3, LV2, and PB4. Then coming to the third rule. What is the third rule here? The cell contain only one consonant and with a number which is greater than 3, isn't it? If the cell contains only one consonant with a number which is greater than 3, then we should subtract 2 from that number, then minus 2. Now, sir, only one consonant and a number is greater than 3, 2 should be subtracted. Then only one consonant number greater than 3. Now, sir, only one consonant, this is M9. Now, how much should be subtracted here? 2 should be subtracted, and this will be M7. Next one, O7, it is not applicable. Finally, we are left with only 2 of the elements, UA5 and O7. Then afterwards, condition number 4. Now, in this step 4, if the cell contains both consonant, less 5 letters to those letters which are in the same cell. 2 consonants are there, minus 5 to each of these letters. 2 consonants means, is there any element here, 2 consonants? Now, set condition number 4, if the cell contains only one vowel with a number which is greater than 5, then subtract 3 to that 1. Now, sir, only one vowel and the number should be greater than 5, only one, that is O7, and this will be O as it is. How much should be subtracted here? 3 should be subtracted, hence O4. Done. Next one, condition number 5, if the cell contains both vowels with a number which is greater than 3, then subtract, that means UA and this way UA5. Now, we must subtract 2 or 3, 2, then the number will be 3, UA3. Now, this is step 1 to step 2. Done with this? Input, step 1 and step 2. Then input step 1 and step 2. Then we need to discuss about step 3 and step 4 because 2 more sets were there, isn't it? Now, in this one 2 more sets were there. Now, this input is not at all required as of now. As we are running out of space, we are using this space here. Now, after this step 2, then we need to go for step 3. Now, step 2 to step 3. Now, this is step 3. Now, from step 2 to step 3. Now, in this step 3, tell me what is the logic here. Now, step 2 to step 3, again some conditions were given. Now, this is step 3. Now, in this step 3, tell me what is the logic here. Again for step 3. How many conditions were given? Then again some 5 conditions were there. What are the conditions here? If the cell contains only one consonant, then add 2 letters to the letters. If the cell contains only one vowel, then and so on, isn't it? Then the first condition is the cell contains only one consonant, then add 2 letters to the letters in the cell. Only one consonant, then we should add 2 letters. Only one consonant, this is M. 2 letters to this one, this will be O, and the number as it is, isn't it? And this will be O7. Then what is the second rule here? The second rule is if the cell contains only vowel, then less 2 letters to the letters which are in the same cell. If the cell contains only one vowel, hence minus 2 to that vowel. Now, in this one O4. Now, to this O4, O minus 2 is M, and the letter number as it is, M4 will be the number, isn't it? M4. Then after this, then condition number 3. Now, in this condition number 3, tell me what is the answer logic here. The rule is that if the cell contains one consonant and a vowel, add 5 letters to those letters. One vowel and a consonant. One vowel and one consonant, then we should add 5 letters to each of these letters. One vowel, one consonant, T and E. T and E, T plus 5 is how much? T plus 5 is Y, and E plus 5 is J, and the number as it is. Number ena cheppara? 9. 9 kada TE9 kada. TE9 as it is. Nannu mosam cheyaleru meer. Okay, TE9. Next one. One consonant and a vowel. One consonant and a one vowel, Ni9. Ni11 is there, N is a consonant, I is a vowel. Hence, we should add 5 and 5. n plus 5 is s, s plus 5, I plus 5 is n, and the number is what? Number 11 as it is, s and 11. And after this, now this is done, one vowel, one consonant, here also one vowel and one consonant. That's it. As of now we have done with this one. Then condition number 4. And in this condition number 4, if the cell contains both consonant less 5 letters to those letters, both the consonant minus 5. Both the consonants minus 5, r minus 5 is what? R minus 5 is m, isn't it? And next one, y minus 5 is t, and the number 5 as it is, mt5. And the next one, lv, both the letters are constant, lv4. Now lv4, l minus 5 is how much? Both are constants. If both these two are constants, then we should add or subtract p by 6. Now in this one, lv kuda vastundi kada? Lv. Now if the cell contains, now condition number 4, the cell contains both consonants, Now L and V is also consonant. L and V, L minus 5 is how much? L minus 5 is G, and V minus 5 is Q, and GQ, and the number as it is 4, and PB. And P minus 5, 16 minus 5 is how much? 11, and B minus 5, 28 minus 5 is 23, W, and the number is 6 as it is. Then next one. Then what is the last one? Cell contains both vowels. If both vowels are there, then add 5 letters to the letters which are in the same cell, 5 letters. UA3, U minus 5 is how much? 21 plus 5, 26, that is Z, and A plus 5, 1 plus 5 is 6, and the number 3 as it is, ZF3. Clear? Now this is what the information we have. Then from step 3 to step 4. Now in the given example, what is given in step 3 to step 4 here? Now this is step 3, and this is step 4. Then tell me what is the relation between these. Now starting with one, S5 is coming to this place, and next one C5. All the elements are moving like this. S5 is coming to this place, next one C5, W9 shifted to this place, Z2, Kn, and so on. All these elements are moving in the cyclic order, isn't it? Cyclic order in the anti-clockwise direction. Anti-clockwise direction, this is about step number 4. Now in this step number 4, tell me what are the elements in this one. Step number 4, then all these elements must be in the reverse. MT5 will be shifted here, then SN11 at this place, and GQ4 and GQ4. After this GQ4, KW6, and next KW6 M4, and next M4 is ZF3, and next one O7 and YZ9, Y, J, and 9. Now these are the elements. Then question number 96. Now in this question number 96, what is the product of the cells of second row? Now coming to the questions here, what is the product of what? The product of the cells of second row of the third column. Second row, third column, first row, third column in step 2 and step 4 respectively. Now here he is talking about step 2 and step 4. Now in step 2. In step 2 he is asking about what? Second row, third column. Second row, third column in step 2. This is step 2. Second row, third column UA3. What is the number here? Now this is UA3. Now the number is 3 in this one. The number is 3. As the number is 3, then what is the next one here? And first row, third column in step 4. Step 4, first row, third column, this one ZF3. Then what is the number here? 3. Now 3 into 3 is 9. 3 into 3, 9, that is given in choice 3. Clear? Respectively, the word respectively is used. Now here he is talking about step 2, step 4 respectively. Done with this? Product of the cells. Product of the cells, only the number. Among the given choices, only numbers were given. Isn't it? Letters, product cannot be done. Letters and product ela chestam. Letters, adi malli number log marustunaru meer. Here the letter itself is the number. Product itself, and in general, that element, that information should be given. What is the product of the digits, or what is the product of the numbers in second row, third column, వాటి చాలా క్లియర్గా ఇవ్వాలి. ఇవ్వలేదు, ఇవ్వనప్పుడు మనం ఏం చేయాలి? మనకైతే మార్కు రావాలి. వాటితో తగ్గలేం కదా, నువ్వు ఎందుకు ఇవ్వలేదు అని. అప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తాం? మన గుణం ప్రకారం ఇక్కడ చూసుకుంటే 6, 3, 9 అండ్ సో ఆన్. ఇజంట్ ఇట్? Okay, now we should have the answer. Unna answer lo malli anni manaki numbers lo unnai. Numbers unnai కాబట్టి in general product will be taken in the numbers only. That is an assumption. But ఇవ్వాలి ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఇవ్వాలి. ఓకే, ఇవ్వలేదని తప్పని చెప్పలేం. డేటా inadequate అని చెప్పొచ్చు. Question cannot be wrong. Okay, and still we should answer this one. Then what is the sum of the values of third row, third column? In what? In step 4. Step 4, third row, third column. Sum of the values. Sum of the values. ఇక్కడ మరి ఏం తీసుకున్నారమ్మా? Sum of the values అన్నాడు. అదే sum of the values అన్నప్పుడు ఏంటి? వాల్యూ అన్నాడు కాబట్టి we should take it as a number. Isn't it? But as in question number 96, that is also not given. Value and available. Just he has given the product. What is the sum of the values of third row of the third column in step 4? Step 4, third row, third column. Step 4, third row, third column, 6. And next one, and first row of the second column in step 1. Step 1, first row, third column. First row, third column, second, T is 6. Then what is the number here? 6. Now 6 plus 6 is 12. Done with this? చెప్పండి సరిపోయిందా? 6 plus 6 is 12. 12 that is given in choice 4. Then question number 98. And which letter number combination would be in the first row of the third column in third step? Third step, first row, third column, first row, third column, O7, that is choice 2. O7 choice 2. Then question number 99. Now in this question number 99, what will be the product of the number in first row, third step? First row, third step. First row, third step. In third step, first row. Third step, first row, 5 into 9 into 7. What are the numbers here? 5, 9 and 7. Hence 5 into 9 into 7 is how much? 5 into 9 into 7. That is 315, choice 5. The product of these three numbers. What are those three numbers? 5 into 9 into 7. Isn't it? 315. Then question number 100. Now which letter number combination would be in the third row of the second column? Third row, second column in the fourth step. Fourth step, third row, second column. What is the number here? GQ4. Now GQ4, choice 1 is the answer. Done? Is there any difficulty in this one? Difficulty and on the difficult is easy, but where's here? When compared with the general coding and decoding, this is easier. But yes, it is time taking. Why it is time taking? Because we keep on scrolling the sheet. అవునా కదా, మొత్తం సిస్టంలో పైకి కిందకి వెళ్తున్నారు, బికాజ్ వీ కెనాట్ హ్యావ్ ద ఎంటైర్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ అనే సింగిల్ షీట్. అవునా కదా, అందుకు డిఫికల్ట్ అయిపోతుంది, కొద్దిగా జాగ్రత్తగా రాసుకోవాలి. హెన్స్ ఇన్ దీస్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ క్వశ్చన్స్ వీ షుడ్ ఆల్వేస్ వర్క్అవుట్ దీస్ టూ సైమల్టేనియస్లీ. ఓకే, రాదర్ దెన్ వర్కింగ్ ఎంటైర్ థింగ్, దెన్ కమింగ్ టు ద క్వశ్చన్ వైల్ వర్కింగ్ అవుట్ దిస్ వన్ ఆల్సో యూ షుడ్ అగైన్ గో టు ద స్టేట్మెంట్స్. అవునా కదా, అందుకు సైమల్టేనియస్గా చేసుకోండి. అండ్ దిస్ ఈజ్ అబౌట్ క్వశ్చన్ నెంబర్స్ 96 to 100. Done with this 5. Then 101 to 103. Yes, 101 to 103. చెప్పండి, ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయమంటారా? 101 to 103. 103. Now question number 103. Now in this 103, what is given in this one? Then what are the statements here? Mn at the rate of, yes, Mn at the rate of is given by C is either greater than or equals to. M is either greater than or equals to N, isn't it? M is either greater than or equals to M. First we are writing down the statements. M is either greater than or equals to N. Next one, what is the next information here? Mn at the rate of, next one greater than, M greater than, and this is greater than is the symbol here. He himself has given the symbol. What was symbol ichadu? Now this greater than doesn't mean anyone here, nothing has been specified. Here he has given the symbol, that is greater than at the rate of SQ. What is at the rate of SQ? Now this M greater than or equals to N, M greater than or equals to N is greater than, at the rate of SQ stands for, now S is lesser than or equals to Q, S is lesser than or equals to Q, lesser than, at the rate of and KT, at the rate of N, one minute. Now now M greater than or equals to N, M greater than or equals to N, and the next one is what? N is greater than, next one S and Q is given. M at the rate of, At the rate of equal Japanese, at the rate of is at the last placement. SC is greater than M greater than N, M greater than N, it comes under this category. Next one, after this, at the rate of S and Q. At the rate of S and Q, there are two elements here. At the rate of S and Q means here the letter is the least letter C and D. C is least, hence we should go for lesser than. D is more, hence we should go for either smaller than or equals. Here at the rate of S is more than this Q, hence which symbol should be taken here? Lesser than or equals. And this SC is lesser than or equals to what? Lesser than or equals to Q, and Q is lesser than. Q is lesser than, now at the rate of K and T. At the rate of K and T, now we should take this one, and lesser than. K is lesser than T, is lesser than K, lesser than T. After this K lesser than T, what is other information here? Greater than or equals to. Now K lesser than or less than T, greater than or equals to. Then what is the next information here? U at the rate of W. U at the rate of W, only one thing, neither smaller nor greater. That means it must be equal to. That means U and W are one and the same, isn't it? If U and W are one and the same, then what is the next one here? Greater than AB at the rate of. Greater than AB at the rate of. AB at the rate of means now A is greater than D, T. Where is T here? At the rate of K and T. Now at the rate of K and T, now K is what? K is at the rate of KT. At the rate of and KT, it comes under this category, isn't it? Because K is a lesser element. Equal to padinda. At the rate of KT, after this at the rate of KT, it must be equal to, fine. In the paper it is given as equal to, here it is given as greater than or equal. And U at the rate of W is what? U at the rate of W is greater than, and what is the other thing here? AB at the rate of. AB at the rate of, it comes under which category? AB at the rate of AB, CD and DC. AB at the rate of it is A is greater than B. Ante kada? A is greater than B. Then what is the first conclusion here? Then the first conclusion is at the rate of AT, at the rate of A and T, at the rate of AT, hence it comes under this category at the rate of AT. That means A is lesser than T. Tell me whether A is lesser than T or not. That is the first conclusion. And the second conclusion, what is the second? WT at the rate of. WT at the rate of is at the last, W and T. CD, now DC, now we should take this information. Why? Because W is more than this T. Hence, this is either greater than or equals to. That is, what is the second one? W is greater than or equals to T. Yes, tell me what can we say about these two conclusions. A lesser than T, T is here, A is here. T greater than A lesser than T, definitely true. Then coming to the next one, W greater than or equals to T. Now T equals to W. As T equals to W, as between T and W, what is the information here? U and W? U at the rate of. At the rate of and this called Japandi, neither smaller nor S, that is equal to. And now T equals to W we have, but as here W greater than or equals to T is false. Then what is your answer? Only one follows. Only one, choice one is the answer. Done with this? Choice one. Then next one, question numbers 109 to 110. 109 to 110. Now in this 109 to 110, 109 and 110, these two questions are based. Yes, data sufficiency 109 and 110. So answer in the 109. Yes, what is the answer we are getting here? 109 choice, please. 109, what is the choice you are getting? Third. 109 and 110, okay, 3 and 3. Then 111 to 113, 111 and 113. Yes, shall I explain this one or not required? 111 and 113. Yes, 111 and 113. Now 111 and 113. Now in this 111 and 113, now what is the information here? Minister. Now minister is coded as MINISTR, 8-letter word. Now M plus 1 is what? M plus 1 is N. First letter plus 1, V plus 1 is W, A plus 1 is B, R plus 1 is S. first letter plus 1 is the last letter. And again, last letter, what is the last letter here? R. R minus 1 is Q, D minus 1 is C, A minus 1 is Z, and Y minus 1 is X. First letter plus 1 is the last letter minus 1 is the first letter, isn't it? Then, coming to this one, 8 letters are there, 8 letter is represented by N, and here 6 letter represented by percentage, because for this minister this is the code we got, hence 7 letter, this is percentage. Here America, how many letters are there? 7, hence it is percentage. Here how many letters are there? 8 is given by at the rate of, hence 7 letter is percentage, 8 letters is end. Next one, children, how many letters are there? 8 letters. Education, how many letters are 3, 6 plus 3, 9. Now 9 letters, what is the code here? That is dollar. And develop is 7 letter, rural 5 letter, and 5 letter is written as at the rate of, and person 6 letter. Now this 6 letter is written as hash, isn't it? And this is what the information we have. And this is about question numbers 111 to 114. 111 to 113, 114 to 117. Yes, 114 to 117. Done? Now in this 114 to 117, tell me question number 114, what is the answer you are getting? 114 to 117. 114 to choice 3 వస్తుందా? Now question number 114, are you getting with the help of choice 3? వస్తుందండి. Now sure. Now in the conclusions, reverse syllogism. Now in this one, in the reverse syllogism, the first priority should always be for a negative conclusion. When can we have a negative conclusion? Only when we have a negative statement, isn't it? Because negative conclusions cannot be derived from affirmative statements, and affirmative conclusion cannot be derived from negative statements. Now in the first one, it is a negative conclusion. As it is a negative conclusion, in choice 1, all the statements are affirmative, hence this conclusion cannot be drawn, hence choice 1 cannot be drawn, sir. Same is the case with the choice 2 as well, isn't it? Then coming to choice 3, in choice 3 there is negative. As there is a negative, hence there is a chance of getting this negative conclusion with the help of this one. Now we need to check out whether it is possible or not. Then all green, no mountain is height. Mountain height, now we should have height, mountain should go, green should come. Now the relation between mountain and green. Mountain and green, now the first two statements can be added. No sir, if you combine the first and the second, all green are mountain, tick and cross, here tick and tick, isn't it? No mountain is height, tick and tick, middle term mountain distributed, then what is left over here? Green and height. That means no height is green can be definitely be drawn, isn't it? No height is green can be drawn. As no height is can be drawn, then we should discuss about the next one. Some heights are green. Are you getting this? Some heights are green. Now some heights are green, because first we are focusing only on the negative conclusion, next one affirmative conclusion, then we should go for possibilities. Then in this one, some heights are green. Some heights are green, green is there, mountain is there, green should be as it is, and mountain should go, height should come. There must be a statement between mountain and height. Is there any statement between mountain and height? Yes, there is a statement, the second. But as if you combine these two, then you will get a negative state conclusion rather than an affirmative. Hence, this conclusion cannot be drawn at all. Clear? Next one, fourth one. Then in question number 4, yes, tell me what is given in this fourth one. Now no mountain is water, no mountain is water, and no mountain is water, no water is hill, no green or white, isn't it? Now sure. Now in the fourth one, if you observe here, how many statements do we have? We have some 4 statements. Out of these 4 statements, there are 3 statements which are negative statements. That means in order to derive any conclusion, we should combine 2 statements. Then only one affirmative is there. That affirmative will be added with, combined with a negative statement, the conclusion must be negative. Hence we cannot get this affirmative statement at all from the given statements, isn't it? Some green or mountain, some mountain or green that can be derived, but whereas height and green cannot be derived at all. Then what is your answer? Choice 5 is the answer. Follow here? చెప్పండి, ఏదైనా డయాగ్రామ్ డ్రా చేయమంటే డయాగ్రామ్ డ్రా చేస్తా. 3 చేయమంటారా 3 3 చేస్తాం ఎందుకంటే మీరు ఆన్సర్ వచ్చింది అన్న 3 దాని గురించి చెక్ చేద్దాం నా ఇన్ ద థర్డ్ వన్ ఆల్ గ్రీన్ ఆర్ మౌంటైన్స్ all these green are what all green are mountains next one no mountain is a height no mountain is a height no intersection between mountain and height next one some height are hills some of the height are hills and next one all some hills are water and some hills are water then now tell me whether we can able to derive the conclusions or not no height is green are you getting the answer or not yes height is here green is here no height is green is always true then some height are green some height are green green is here height is here is there any height which is green no and this conclusion cannot be drawn at all అందుకే మనకు రాలేదు అక్కడ మనకు then hence choice 5 is the answer and this is about 114 next 114 to 117 చెప్పండి నెక్స్ట్ ఏం చెప్పమంటారు 114 to 117 15, 16, 17, 117. Now in this question number 117, now all these are possibilities, right? Now as all these are possibilities, now we should draw the diagram only, okay? For possibilities we should always draw the diagram. Then again, some air is oil, some oil is and so on. Now some air is gas, all is gas. Yes, what is the answer given to this one? Fine. Now, sir, let us check out choice 1 here. Some air is gas. Air and gas. Okasari chudali. Some air is gas. Some gas is power. And next one, some power is oil. All oil is coal. Inde kada? Now, with the help of this diagram, some air is oil. Is it possible? All these are possibilities. And again, if you observe here, all the statements are what? Affirmative. As all the statements are affirmative for a possibility, then we should draw a single diagram. Air equals to G equals to P equals to O equals to C. Are you getting the answer or not? Definitely వస్తుంది అందుకే మిమ్మల్ని అడిగా ఏ ఆన్సర్ పెట్టారు అనేసి ఓకే ఫస్ట్ వచ్చింది కాబట్టి అన్నీ వస్తాయి నెగిటివ్ స్టేట్మెంట్ లేకపోతే యూ విల్ గెట్ ఆల్ ద ఆన్సర్స్ as long as all the statements are affirmative we can draw as a single diagram isn't it hence 1 అందుకే choice లో none of these ఇచ్చారు all the above ఇచ్చారు వస్తున్నాయి okay now sir yes in the second one no is there here no is there and in the next one 4 all the statements are affirmative we can draw isn't it hence 1 4 or if you check out 2 and 3 can also be the answer చెప్పలేం ఇప్పుడు చూడగానే చెప్పలేం నో ఉంది కాబట్టి చెప్పలేమని చెప్పలేం నో సెపరేట్గా ఉంటే ఇవన్నీ అఫర్మేటివ్లోకి రావచ్చు isn't it hence more than one answer to this one 117 then 118 onwards 118 to 122 yes so how many of you had done this one 118 to 122 చేశారమ్మా ఎంతమంది చేశారు 118 to 122 yes please raise your hand those who have completed this one 118 to 122 118 to 122 చేయలేదా now in this 118 to 120 ఇంతకీ చెప్పమంటారా వద్దంటారా now 118 to 122 now in this how many persons are there there are 8 friends who are those 8 friends A B C D E F G and H are the persons and are willing to go to a tour and all of them are seated around a circular table and then seated for a lunch in a straight line then find out the seating arrangement in both the cases. Now in our target mains class we have discussed about this circle as well as square straight line. Now this is again the combination of this one similar to that. Then 8 persons seated around a circular table. In that one we have discussed about all the persons are center and the row is towards north. Here persons in the circle some of them are inward and some of them are outward isn't it but whereas in this one in the row all the persons are facing towards north. And in the next IBPS PO or SBI PO then we will give this north and south in this one then 2 different combinations okay then this is how we will increase the difficulty level in this. Then 8 persons seated around a circular table And among these 8 persons, some of them are facing the center and some of them are facing away from the center. And 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Now these 8 persons are facing towards north. Then some of them who are sitting in a circle are facing away from the center, and persons who are facing away from the center are not seated adjacent to each other, isn't it? Now here we do not know how many persons are sitting away from the center, but whereas as many persons who are sitting away from the center, those persons are not seated adjacent to each other, clear? And the remaining persons are facing the center, and no 3 persons who are facing the same direction are not seated at each other. Yes, who are these persons? He is talking about whom? No 3 persons who are facing the same direction means facing the center, because anyhow the persons who are facing away are not adjacent to each other. Away face చేసిన వాళ్ళు ఎలా పక్క పక్కన లేరు, కనుక వీడు ఇక్కడ ఎవరి గురించి మాట్లాడుతున్నారో చెప్పండి. The persons who are facing the center, not more than 3 persons, not more than 3 persons, no 3 persons who are facing. It is not more than no 3 persons. That means maximum we can have 2 persons facing towards the center adjacent to each other, but we cannot have 3 persons facing towards the center. Then F is seated third to the right of the one. F is seated third to the right of the one. F is sitting third to the right of the one who is seated second to the left of B in circle and sitting at any ends of the line in a straight line. Now F is at one of the ends of a straight line. As F is at one of the ends of the straight line, we can fix F at the left hand side or at the right hand side. There are 2 possibilities to this one. And regarding this B, the remaining in the circle we cannot fix as of now because the direction is not known. F is seated third to the right of the one who is seated second to the left of B. F is seated third to the right of the one. F is sitting third to the right of the one who is seated second to the left of B in circle, and sitting at one of the ends of the straight line. F is seated at one of the ends of the straight line. G is seated second to the right of the one who is seated to the immediate left of D, and he is sitting second to the left of one who is to the immediate right of B in a circle and a straight line respectively. Now here what is the information here? Respectively is given. Respectively means now these 2 persons, okay, in the same order. What is the order he is talking about here? Now the order in which this person is discussing here. G is seated second to the right of the one. G is seated second to the right. G is seated second to the right of the one who is seated to the immediate left of D, and he is seated. And he means G is seated second to the left of the one who is seated to the immediate right of B in a straight line. Now in the first information is regarding this circle, and the second information is regarding this straight line. And he is means who is that person? G. Now G is seated second to the left of the one. G is seated second to the left of the one who is seated to the immediate right of B. Immediate right of B is here this person, with this person's second left will be like this, isn't it? And this G and B are adjacent to each other. Are you following this one or not? This G is seated second to the left of the one who is seated to the immediate right of B. Now this girl is seated second to the left of the one who is to the immediate right of that girl. Now let us take this girl, the center girl, okay, the girl who is at the center. Now I am talking about this person. Now this person is to the second left of, to the immediate right of this person. Meek immediate right hand side lo unnamiki ime second left lo undi, isn't it? Now this person is seated second to the left of the person who is to the immediate right of this person. Combination of two statements, isn't it? It is like a tongue twister. Then now we have done with this one. That means G and B are adjacent to each other. Or G is to the immediate left of B. That is the perfect information. And C is sitting third to the left of G. Third to the left of G, who is seated to the immediate left of E in a straight line. Now he is talking about straight line. Now what about this one? C is seated third to the left of G. C is seated, come on, straight line kada. Adi respective lo undi kada malli. Adi malli respective lo undi. First straight line annadu kabatti straight line తీసుకుంటాం. Here we are discussing about only the straight line information. Now C is sitting third to the left of G. G who is seated to the immediate left of in a straight line and a circle respectively. First one, C is sitting third to the left of G. As G is here 1, 2, 3, C will be here. C is seated third to the left of G, isn't it? C is seated third to the left of G in a straight line. C is seated third to the left of G, G who is seated to the immediate left of E, and C who is seated third to the left of G, G who is sitting to the immediate left of E in a straight line. Now the G is to the immediate left of whom? G is to the immediate E, and C is seated third to the left of G, G who is seated to the immediate left of E, G is seated to the immediate left of E in a straight line and circle this. Now the first information is about only this one in a row, and the second information will be regarding the circle. And C is to the immediate left of whom? Now C is third to the left of this one, 1, 2, and C blank blank, G and B is the order. Done with this? Then D is seated to the immediate right of the one who is seated second to the left of F, but not in circle. But not in circle means here he is talking about the straight line. Now in the straight line, D is sitting to the immediate right of whom? Of the one who is seated second to the left of F. F is here, second to the left of F. Now tell me who is seated second to the left of F? This person. Isn't it? Second to the left of F. D is seated to the immediate right of the one who is seated second to the left of F means where should this D? D must be at this place only. D is seated to the immediate right of the one who is seated second to the left of F. Immediate right of the one who is seated second to the left of F, but not in a circle. Hence D and F are fixed. As D and F are fixed, now we need to identify the remaining. How many persons are there remaining? There are 6 persons. So are those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 persons. Hence where should this C? C must be at this place, blank blank G, and if G is here, B will be here. This is what the information we have. Come on. D is. Now D is seated to the immediate right of. Now again we are talking about whom? D is sitting to the immediate right of the one who is seated second to the left of F. Now we are discussing about this one. The person who is seated second to the left of F. Second to the left of F is 1 and this person is seated second to the left of F. Now this D is seated to the immediate right of this one. Immediate right of this person means D is. Hence D and F are adjacent to each other. ఇంతకు ముందు చెప్పిన example, this person is seated to the immediate right of the second to the left of this person. Done? D is, where is this D? This D is seated second to the right of, second to the immediate right of whom? Second to the left of F. F at this place, isn't it? Now F is at this corner, second to the left of F is B, and B's immediate right is D. And second to the left kada, second to the left of and ever రావాలి చెప్పండి, ఇక్కడికి రావాలి. Now second to the left of this person, to this person immediate right hand side of is D. D is seated to the immediate right of the person who is seated second to the left of F. సరిపోయిందా? Then now D, F, G and B were done. Now we are left with the remaining persons. So are the hence earlier we have discussed about 2 possibilities. What are those 2 possibilities? F can be either right hand or left hand. Left hand is not possible because there is at least one person who is to the left hand side of this F. Hence F must be at the right hand. Now we can fix that one. Then C is to the immediate left of A. C is to the immediate left of A. C is to the immediate left of whom? C is to the immediate left of A, but both are not facing the same direction in a circle, and he is seated third to the left of G. Okay? And C is to the immediate left of A. C is to the immediate left of A, and C and A were here. C is to the immediate left of A, but both are not facing the same direction, means C and A are not facing the same direction in a circle, and he is seated third to the left of G. C is seated third to the left of G, and one of them is at the ends of the straight line. Isn't anyhow we got this one, that information is not at all required. And next one, what is the other information here? Only one person is seated between D and B in a straight line. In a straight line only one person, this information is also not required, isn't it? As of now we got that information. Now we need to have the information regarding these 2 persons. So are those 2, E and H. Then only one person is between D and B in a straight line, D and B in a straight line, and they are facing each other in a circle, and they are facing each other in a circle. As they are facing each other in a circle means these 2 persons are facing the center. Which 2 persons are facing the center? B and D are facing the center. Fix cheyaleda. Hence B and D are facing each other, which implies that if you take B at this place D will be here. And H is seated second to the left of F in both the cases. In both, H is seated second to the left of F. Now H here is finalized. If H is here, E here is finalized. Done with this? Now row arrangement has been finalized. Now we need to identify this B. B is seated second to the right of E in both the cases. As B is seated second to the right of E in both the cases, tell me where should this E? And facing the same direction. As these two persons are facing the same direction, B is facing the center, E must also face the center. Because B and E are facing the same direction. Hence, E must be at this place. Now we can fix this the position of E as well. Okay, three persons were finalized. B is seated second to the right of E in both the cases and facing the same direction but not seated at the ends of the line. And A is not an immediate neighbor of D in a straight line. A and D are not adjacent, that information is also not required. Most of the information which is given related to this row arrangement is not required. Earlier we have finalized that. మీరు చేయలేరేమో అని వాడు కావాల్సిన దానికన్నా ఇంకెక్కువ ఇచ్చాడు, ఒకటికి రెండు సార్లు ఇచ్చాడు. Done? Then next one. Next, coming to this circle. Now in this circle, then what is the first information in this circle here? F is seated third to the right of the one. F is seated third to the right of the one who is seated second in a circle. Now let us discuss about this F. F is sitting third to the right of the one. F is seated third to the right of the one who is seated second to the left of B. Second to the left of B. Now we are discussing about this circle. Second to the left of B, who is that person here? E. Now to this E, this F is third to the right. Third to the right means where should this F be? F must be here only. As F is at this place, then what is the direction of the person who is at this place? Chapandi. Why it is outside? Because three persons who are facing the same direction cannot be adjacent. This person is away. Then as this person is away, then what is the next information here? What can we fix about this one? Then now between E and D, this person must be outside. Between E and D, this person must be away from the center, isn't it? Now with the help of that information, we can able to determine the directions of five persons. Then F is seated third to the right of the one who is seated second to the left of B in a circle and seated at any ends. G is seated second to the right of the one who is seating to the immediate left of D. Immediate left of D, and he is seated second to the left of the one seated to the immediate right of B in a circle and straight line. Now in the first one is talking about what? Circle. What is the information regarding this circle here? G. Now this G is seating second to the right of, G is seated second to the right of this person. Now some person is here. G is seated second to the right of the one who is seated to the immediate left of D. Immediate left of D and this person's second right. And he is seated second, who is seated to the immediate right of B in a circle and a straight line. Now we need to find out this G, C, D and the other person. Now D is here. As D is here, tell me where should this be between D and G? How many persons should be there? G is seated second to the right of the one who is seated to the immediate left of D. Immediate left of D is this person, isn't it? Immediate left hand side of D is this person. As this person is here, immediate left of D. And G is seated second to the left. G is seated second to the left, G cannot be here. As G cannot be here, G must be here. If G is here, hence this person must be towards which direction? Outside. And G is away. Once again. Now where should this G, D? G is seated second to the right of the one, who is seated to the immediate left of D. Immediate left of D is this person, and the G is to the second right. Second right means this person is away or inward? Inward. This person must be inward. Now we have finalized the direction of this person as well. As this person is inward, then what about this person here? This person must be outside. As this person is outside, this person must be inside. Saripendandi? Now what is the other information left over here? Now we need to find out two persons E and G, isn't it? And A and C. Whatever this A and C, A, C, and one more person is also there. A, C, and H. Immediate left of D, and he is seated second to the left of the one who is seated in a circle. Okay, this information has been done. C is seated third to the left of G. C is seated third to the left of G, G who is to the immediate left of in a straight line and circle respectively. Now, whatever this one, C is seated third to the left of G, C is seated third to the left of G, G who is to the immediate left of E. Immediately, G is to the immediate left of E in a circle. G is to the immediate left of E in a circle. That information is not required. Anyhow, we have that information. And D is to the immediate right of the one who is seated second to the left of F. And C is to the immediate left of A. C is to the immediate left of A, but both are not facing the same direction in a circle. C is to the immediate left of A, and both these two persons are not. C is to the immediate left of A. As C is to the immediate left of A is here, and C is here. C is to the immediate left of A. And who is the other person left over here? H is the person left. Saripendandi? If you have separated this one, okay, most of the information is redundant information. Avasam leni danikana ekkuva undi information. Done with this? Now this is about question numbers 118 to 122. And there are two more sets. Yes, and this is the end of reasoning for today. Chapman ఇంకేదైనా explain చేయమంటారా? Because the faculty is already waiting there. Yes, input and output done. అదైతే త్వరగా అయిపోతుంది. అయిపోయిందా? చేశారా? గుడ్. అయిపోయింది అన్నారు, మరి లాస్ట్ స్టెప్ అంటారు. Now 131 to 133. Now 131 to 133, let's have a glance to this one information once. Now in this 131 to 133, we can cover this one in just a few minutes. Now first one, how are you getting this one 5 and 2? Now in this one 5 to 6 are the blocks given. Now 5 plus 1 is 6, isn't it? And next one 6 minus 2 is 4. And again 6 plus 2 is 8. And 5 minus 3 is 2. Here 4 plus 3 is 7. And 4 minus 3 is 1. Now this is about step 1 from input, isn't it? First and the fourth blocks, first numbers are added and the second numbers are subtracted. 2 and 5 first numbers are added and the second numbers are subtracted. 3 and 6 first numbers are added and the second numbers are subtracted. Now this is how we got step 1 from the input. Then step 1 to step 2. Ekkada chesara? Fine. Now 6, 8 and 7. 6, 8 and 7 are the three numbers. 6 into 8 is how much? 48 minus 7, 41. And next numbers 4, 2 and 1. 4 into 2, 8 minus 1. Product of the first two numbers and the last number is subtracted from this one. This is 7. 7 can be written as 0, 7. This is how we got step 2 with the help of step 1. Then step 2 to step 3. Yes, tell me what is the logic here? Step 2 to step 3. Now 4 plus 0. Now the sum of these two. And 1 plus 7. 1 plus 7 is 8. 4 plus 0. 1 plus 7 is 8. Isn't it? 1 plus 7 is 8. That is 4 and 8. This is step 3. Then step 3 to step 4. 4 plus 8, 12. 4 plus 8, 12. 4 plus 8 is 12. And in this 12, 2 minus 1 is 1. But whereas, if you go with this logic, you are not getting question number 133. Because 133, the choice is given as 2. Isn't it? If you have done like this, if you have done like this, then 6 and 7 are the last two numbers. 6 into 7 is 42. 4 minus 2 is how much? 4 minus 2 is 2. 4 minus 2, 2. Saripendandi? Now the product of 4 into 8, 32. 32 minus 1. Then 4 into 8 is 32. What are the digits in 32? 3 and 2. 3 and 2 is 1. 1 is the number. With this logic, we are getting the answer as well to the last one. Done? And the next is quant.